I take a look at the middle of this conference as well, and I'm intrigued by it. It's the ACC because much like I was talking about with the Big Ten, you have two demonstrative favorites there in Michigan and Ohio State. They're very close 1 and 2 with regards to odds to be able to win that division. You've got that with the ACC as well. Clemson and Florida State, they're mere pennies within each other with odds to be able to win the ACC. And then there's a big fall-off, and there are a few teams I'm bullish on with regards to the ACC. I think that Miami could take a little bit of a stride forward. I also do think that you might be able to find a little bit of value on Pittsburgh, and feels like you're with me a little bit more on the Miami front.
Yeah, I think I look at their win total right now, and it does look like a little bit of an overreaction from their 5-7 season last year. They are coached by Mario Cristobal, who we remember from the Oregon Ducks team. He took an 8-4 team and led them to 10-2 with Justin Herbert. They did it again, won 10 games in 2021 before he went over to Miami. I think he's going to be able to turn the path here in Miami as well. They also have Tyler Van Dyke, who was a dark horse for the Heisman not too long ago. I know he's been iffy at times, but when he's on, he's really on. They've really revamped this Miami team, got an enhanced offensive line. They got new coordinators. They utilized the transfer portal very well, got a great recruiting class. They have all the tools to get past that hump. As you mentioned, they have UNC and FSU on the road, but they get Clemson at home. So I think all of this amounts to just enough to get past 8 wins, and that's easily doable for a team that is really on the upside at this point.
And 3 out of their 4 non-conference games are very winnable as well. That game against Texas A&M is going to be difficult. If they lose to Bethune-Cookman, I mean, your win total is probably cooked from there, but then you've got at Temple and, as you mentioned, Miami of Ohio as well. So I do think that there's a little bit of value there with regards to the over. And how do you view that ACC? Because it feels like it's a 2-team race between Florida State and also Clemson. But I think that it could be a case where we do see some of these teams, like even a Louisville, be able to get to, as you were mentioning, 8-9 wins.
Yeah, I think the question is around Clemson. Can they really hold on to the top anymore? There are some teams submerging as we've seen, but I don't know if I'm ready to take it just yet this year. My favorite pick out of the ACC is Miami. I think they are going to be the team to surprise everyone, but not to the extent to take over the conference. But we saw the ACC miss that on the playoffs last year. I'm expecting that again this year.
Yep, I do think that the ACC landscape is a very interesting one, and I think that we're just going to be in for a really good college football season as well. Certainly the SEC reigns supreme, but the ACC is going to be providing some very good football.